Hey, what's up guys? Anthony Simmons here. I am an independent promoter with the company Pruvit. And today I want to talk just a little bit about kind of how my life was in the past with Beachbody to where it is now as a Pruvit promoter and where I see it going in the future. So to help me do that, to help illustrate that for you, I want to actually talk a little bit about the community of Pruvit, being rewarded for hard work, share a little bit of my story, and then maybe just a tad bit about the compensation plan. So throughout this video, I'm not going to go into crazy amounts of detail on comparing this company versus this company because I don't want to put any company down or put any other company up on a pedestal. I'm just going to share a little bit about my story and what I've been enjoying more while being a Pruvit promoter. So with that being said, let's talk a little bit about, just being rewarded for your hard work. So when I was with Beachbody, and these are definitely my opinions, and this is based off of it's 2019 right now. This is more based off of like 2015-ish when I was actually with Beachbody. So if compensation plans have changed, if the concepts have changed, that may be the thing. But I'm just gonna base it off of kind of where I was then and where I am now. So when I look at how Beachbody was then, I had a lot of fun. I had success personally, but I also had a lot of fun helping others really reach their goal, whether that was with nutrition, with fitness, or any of those things. It was really fun to help them accomplish what their goals were. But on the other side of that, I also had a growing family. I was living in a house that I wanted to get a bigger one for my growing family. I wanted to do more family vacations that I wasn't able to do because I wasn't being rewarded to the level that I wanted to. So my personal goals, I wasn't being rewarded. And I know I put in tons and tons of effort when it came to that. I was running challenge groups. We actually had a fit club we started, and I was going there throughout the day, running big groups with individuals to help them reach their goal. But I just wasn't being rewarded for the amount of work that I was putting in. And sometimes you would get linked up with other groups within these fit clubs and you're helping their teams. And it's all one big team, Beachbody. But, sometimes others will reap the rewards that I got no piece of other than just the gratification of helping someone, which is important. But at the same time, once again, I had goals that I wanted to accomplish. So that wasn't being, rewarded for as much hard work as I was putting in. I wasn't getting it out. And that's one of the things I truly, truly love about this company, Pruvit, is because let's say there's someone in town that's actually a promoter with Pruvit that I'm working with, and we come across, a future customer or a future promoter, and let's say a future promoter that wants to join the business, and maybe they're chatting with me more, but I know there's someone on my team that also knows this individual. Pruvit actually gives me the capability to actually, within our placement lounge, to actually put that person within my teammates' organization. That way we both benefit. It's not your team, my team, it's our team, and we have the placement lounge where we can do cool things like that. So that's one of the great things that I love about Pruvit, is because that placement lounge, it allows you to link up teams so no one's trying to beat out the other person. And by doing this, we all get rewarded for the hard work that we put in. The other thing I want to talk about is just a little bit about my story, kind of where I was, a few years back. I've been a Pruvit promoter now for 3.5 years. So about 4 years ago, I was being approached about this company Pruvit and this product Ketones. And at that point, I didn't know anything about the product or the company. I didn't understand what people were trying to prove. And one of my best friends actually reached out to me, and he was helping to launch the company in our country here in the States. And he was saying, you got to try this product. You got to take a look at this community. It's awesome. And it just didn't make sense. So I actually dodged him for about 6 months. I didn't want anything to do with the company or the product. I was, a diehard Beachbody coach, but at that point I actually became what you would call a discount Beachbody coach, right? I was just signed up for a discount, and that's all I was worried about. I wasn't trying to get involved with a different company. But he must have knew the way to my brain was through my stomach, because he actually invited me out for supper that night. We went out and had wings, and I actually gave him a listen to what this compensation plan was about, what the community was about, what the product was really about. And that's really what we focused on, was the community and the product. And he sent me home with what we call now a 5 or a 10-day experience. At that point, we had Orange Dream Keto OS. He sent me home with a packet of that, a few packets. And so that day, I actually tried the product out. That next morning, I tried the product out. And on my way driving to work, I drove an hour to my retail job. I drank that product, and it tastes good. But the crazy thing was, as I got to work and got out of my car, I felt like this energy surge hit me. Like I felt it right away. And I said, oh, maybe this is just a mind thing, right? This whole placebo effect, right? It's just a mind thing messing with me. And so throughout my day, I had energy throughout the day. I had focus throughout the day. I had, just the conversations with my customers, with the coworkers, with just people on the phone. I can tell that the energy they were giving me was different than it was the day before, the week before. And, I started to think, is it because of the energy I'm giving off? So the next day, what would you do? Try it again, right? So I tried the next packet, and then the third day. And the really cool thing was, not only was this starting to like change the way I was acting at work and the things that were taking place at work, I actually started to have more energy, more focus, a better mood while I was at home with my kids. Because once again, I drove an hour to get to work. I would work, say 10, 11 hours, drive an hour back. By the time I got home, I was tired. I wasn't in the mood to play with the kids. I wasn't in the mood to go around the block. I wasn't in the mood to sit and read. I wanted to eat some food. I wanted to wind down. And that's what I did every single day. But that changed that week. That week, I was coming home in a better mood, playing with the kids, riding around the block on the bikes with them, jogging with them, reading stories to them, and I didn't need that time to wind down. I was geared up and I was ready to go. And so that's what really started to flip the switch for me. And I didn't, completely join Pruvit at that time, but I ended up getting actually kicked out of Beachbody because they have within your clause there, you couldn't join a different company while also being with Pruvit, another like MLM type company, multi-level network marketing company. And at that point, I actually started drinking the product. I started drinking the Keto Cream and the Keto OS, and then, the company didn't like that. Beachbody didn't like it. I'm assuming someone turned my name in, said I joined a different company, and I was just a customer at this point. But my account got disabled, so that's kind of really what started the whole process. Then I just dove in. I started buying the product monthly, started loving it, and things just started to change around my life. Even the extra lbs I had around my waist, I started having better fat loss. So fast forward now, that's a little bit of my story. I know it's kind of long there, but that's how it all started for me. Now I have the energy. I was actually able to, because of the rewards plan that Pruvit offers, I was able to leave my job of 11 years and actually become a full-time stay-at-home prover. So that's been amazing, taking advantage of the perks of that, the perks of the car bonus. And I was actually able to, due to the vehicle that Pruvit is providing, the platform, I was able to achieve my newer home, to actually be rewarded in the compensation plan to do that. So as far as the comp plan, I know I said I'll touch a little tiny bit on that. There's so many different bonuses and cool things with it, like the car plan, as far as, MVP, Go Pro, Go All-Star, all these cool time incentive like challenges you can do, and it's all gamified, and it's really cool. So if you guys want more questions, if you have more questions about that, want more info, definitely let me know. Reach out to me. I'll get some links tied to this. You can hop up my website and see more about becoming a promoter. And I would love to touch base with you and talk to you about the winning team that we have going on. Actually, a global winning team, not just here in the States anymore, spreading around the world. But I would love to go over that with you a little bit more. But once again, what I'm really loving is, the amount of hard work that you put in. Like, what we do is very simple here at Pruvit. It's the same thing over and over and over, but it's a fun conversation because it's so simple to understand. I work hard, meaning I talk to a lot of individuals. I try to help a lot of individuals make better lifestyle choices while including our product, Keto OS. But at the same time, I'm rewarded very well for it, and I'm able to help other families kind of get their family better on a better track when it comes to their financial needs or their health needs because of this platform, because of this vehicle that Pruvit, provides for us. So that's just a little bit about my story. As far as the comp plan, I can definitely dive into it more in those links. Feel free to contact me. But one of the really cool things when I talk about community, to finish this up with, because I think this is truly, truly important, is the community piece. I really love how it's not this team versus this team. We're all one Pruvit. And one of the cool ways that Pruvit really incentivizes that is we have a profit sharing pool. So not only are we making our normal commissions, but the company each month takes a percentage of the profit and divides it out between all the rank 7s and above. And we can go over those details, but quarterly, I get a quarterly check, a quarterly commission check based off of that percentage of profit that the company makes. So just because I'm here in the United States and you're over in Asia, I can still help you out. Even if you're not on my team, I'll help you out because yes, it's great to help you, but I also reward my family because as you do well, I get a percentage of that profit. And I think that's just so, so cool. So because of all those perks, because of all those benefits, because of, just the twist of things on how, how simple the conversation is, how easy it is to help others kind of grow their business, and not just having the support from me, but having the resources from Pruvit, from specialists, from doctors to help answer all those questions. So you don't have to be this crazy expert and know all the details. I can get you a link to explain it. And then you can share that link to explain it to someone else. So there's so many benefits. There's so many perks. I would just say, hey, hop on this link, get a hold of me. Let's talk. Let's get your Pruvit business started. If you want to join Pruvit, I think there's no better way to start than, no better time to start than right now with me, with our team Pruvit. And yeah, I can't wait to chat more with you guys. Let me know your questions. Let me know your thoughts. And we'll talk to you guys all soon. Have a great day.